Welcome to an unparalleled exploration into the life of Charles Darwin, a figure whose name is etched in the annals of history not just as the father of evolutionary biology, but as a man of profound complexity and enduring influence. Today, we embark on a journey that transcends the well-known narrative of Darwin's voyage on the HMS Beagle and his groundbreaking publication, On the Origin of Species. We delve into the fabric of his life, uncovering the rich tapestry of experiences, challenges, and insights that shaped one of the most pivotal minds in scientific history. Charles Darwin, born into a world on the cusp of scientific revolution, exhibited an insatiable curiosity about the natural world from an early age. His journey from a nature-obsessed child to a scientific luminary was fraught with personal struggles, intellectual battles, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge that challenged the very foundations of contemporary thought. Despite facing health challenges that plagued him for most of his life, Darwin's dedication to understanding the complexities of natural selection and evolution remained unwavering. In this biography, we reveal Darwin's intrinsic motivation and profound curiosity, which drove him to question the origins and diversity of life. We explore his years of meticulous research and the formulation of theories that would ignite a scientific revolution, alongside the personal anxieties and ethical considerations that accompanied his groundbreaking work. From his empathetic nature and ethical stance against slavery to his struggles with illness and the impact of his work on his family and society, we paint a portrait of Darwin as a multifaceted individual whose life and legacy resonate far beyond the realm of science. Darwin's final days at Down House, surrounded by the family he loved dearly, marked the end of an era but also the beginning of a legacy that continues to inspire and challenge. His burial at Westminster Abbey, a testament to his monumental impact, was attended by a diverse group of mourners, reflecting the wide-reaching influence of his theories. As we venture into the depths of Charles Darwin's life story, we invite you to discover the man behind the myth, the scientist who dared to envision a world governed by natural laws of evolution and selection. Join us as we uncover the 10 intriguing aspects of Darwin's life that remain largely unknown, and reflect on the profound quotes that capture the essence of his enduring wisdom. Prepare to be captivated by the story of Charles Darwin, a legacy that transcends time and continues to inspire curiosity, debate, and discovery. Charles Robert Darwin was born into a world of intellectual rigor and scientific curiosity in Shrewsbury, England, on February 12, 1809. His father, Dr. Robert Darwin, was a respected physician, and his grandfather, Erasmus Darwin, was a renowned botanist and natural philosopher, indicating that the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Young Charles showed an early interest in nature, spending hours collecting specimens and exploring the rural landscapes of Shropshire. However, his academic journey began with struggle and disinterest, particularly during his time at Edinburgh University, where the sight of blood during surgery turned him away from a medical career. It was at Cambridge, intended to prepare him for a life as a clergyman, that Darwin found his true calling under the tutelage of botanist John Stevens Henslow, who introduced him to the joys of scientific exploration and research. Darwin's education at Cambridge was transformative, igniting a passion for natural history and scientific inquiry. Despite his initial enrollment to study theology, Darwin was increasingly drawn to the study of nature, collecting specimens and engaging with leading scientists of the time. His mentor, Henslow, played a crucial role in Darwin's development, encouraging his curiosity and recommending him as a naturalist for the HMS Beagle voyage, a decision that would shape Darwin's future. This period was marked by extensive reading, including works by Alexander von Humboldt and Charles Lyell, which expanded Darwin's understanding of geology and the natural world, laying the groundwork for his later theories. The voyage of the HMS Beagle, 1831-1836, was a turning point in Darwin's life, providing him with unparalleled opportunities to observe and collect natural specimens from across the globe. From the diverse Galapagos Islands to the rugged landscapes of South America, Darwin's observations led him to question the permanence of species and the processes behind their adaptation and variation. His subsequent decades of research culminated in the publication of On the Origin of Species in 1859, a work that challenged the scientific and religious orthodoxy of the time by proposing that species evolve over generations through the process of natural selection. This, along with his later works, including The Descent of Man and The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals, solidified Darwin's legacy as a pioneer of evolutionary biology. Darwin's journey was fraught with personal and professional challenges. His health suffered greatly throughout his life, with symptoms that included severe bouts of nausea, headaches, and heart palpitations, which many historians now believe were exacerbated by stress and anxiety. Professionally, Darwin's ideas were met with skepticism and outright rejection by parts of the scientific community and religious institutions. The publication of his theories sparked intense debate and criticism, yet Darwin remained dedicated to his research, engaging with critics and supporters alike through extensive correspondence and further publications. His resilience in the face of adversity was remarkable, demonstrating his deep commitment to scientific truth and understanding. Darwin's personal life was characterized by a deep affection for his family. He married Emma Wedgwood in 1839, a union that brought him great happiness and stability, despite their differing views on religion. Together, they had 10 children, 3 of whom died at a young age, events that deeply affected Darwin. His family life was a source of comfort and support, with his wife Emma playing a critical role in managing his health and providing a sounding board for his ideas. Darwin's home at Down House became a sanctuary for his work and family life, where he conducted many experiments and wrote extensively. Charles Darwin's contributions to science extend far beyond his lifetime, influencing fields as diverse as biology, psychology, and anthropology. His theory of evolution by natural selection provided a unifying framework for the biological sciences, explaining the diversity of life and the adaptations of organisms. Darwin's work challenged humanity's view of itself, positioning humans within the natural world rather than apart from it. Today, Darwin is revered not only for his scientific achievements, but also for his contribution to the broader philosophical understanding of life's complexity and interconnectedness. His legacy is a testament to the power of observation, critical thinking, and the courage to challenge conventional wisdom. Here are 10 things most people don't know about Darwin. Darwin's interest in nature was sparked by childhood explorations and the influence of his botanist grandfather, Erasmus Darwin. He initially joined the crew of the HMS Beagle as a companion to Captain Robert Fitzroy, not primarily as a scientist. Darwin's health issues began before his voyage on the Beagle, suggesting they were not solely the result of his travels. He was an accomplished writer, with a keen interest in clear and accessible communication of scientific ideas. Darwin delayed publishing his theory of natural selection for nearly 20 years, partly due to fear of public backlash. His work on earthworms, published towards the end of his life, was a significant contribution to soil science. Darwin was a meticulous experimenter, conducting extensive breeding experiments with plants and pigeons. He corresponded with scientists around the world, using their observations and specimens to support his theories. Despite his revolutionary theories, Darwin was deeply concerned about the impact of his work on his family and society. He was buried in Westminster Abbey, near other scientific luminaries like Isaac Newton, a testament to his immense impact on science and society. Here are 3 quotes from Charles Darwin. "It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change." This quote encapsulates Darwin's understanding of natural selection and the importance of adaptability in survival. "A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life." Reflecting Darwin's work ethic and his appreciation for the preciousness of time in the pursuit of knowledge. I am convinced that natural selection has been the main but not exclusive means of modification. This statement highlights Darwin's openness to other mechanisms of evolution, demonstrating his scientific humility and willingness to consider multiple perspectives. Darwin's relentless pursuit of knowledge and understanding of the natural world was driven by an intrinsic motivation that seems to have been present from an early age. His curiosity about nature and the mechanisms behind species variation and adaptation was not merely a professional interest, but a deep-seated need to understand the world around him. This intrinsic motivation is a trait that many viewers might find within themselves, a natural curiosity and desire to explore and understand the world, driven by personal interest rather than external rewards. Despite his groundbreaking work, Darwin was plagued by anxieties and doubts, not only about the reception of his theories, but also about the implications they had for the established order of society and religion. His delay in publishing On the Origin of Species reflects a deep-seated fear of criticism and ostracization, a psychological struggle that many can relate to. This fear of public scrutiny and the desire to have irrefutable evidence before presenting one's ideas is a thought pattern that resonates with many in the academic and professional world. Darwin's procrastination in publishing his findings can also be seen as a manifestation of perfectionism. He felt a compulsion to gather as much evidence as possible, to the point of delaying the publication of his theories. This perfectionism, while driving him to produce meticulously researched work, also caused him significant stress and anxiety. Viewers might see reflections of their own tendencies towards perfectionism and procrastination, especially when faced with tasks or decisions of great importance. Darwin's empathy and ethical considerations, particularly evident in his views on animal welfare and slavery, suggest a deep capacity for empathy and moral reasoning. His ability to empathize with the suffering of others, including animals, influenced his scientific work and personal beliefs. This aspect of Darwin's psychological makeup might resonate with viewers who find themselves deeply affected by the suffering of others and motivated by ethical considerations in their personal and professional lives. Darwin's chronic illnesses, which many believe were exacerbated by stress and anxiety, highlight the impact of mental health on physical well-being. His struggles with health issues and their potential link to his psychological state offer a poignant reminder of the importance of mental health care. Viewers might recognize their own experiences with the interplay between mental and physical health, emphasizing the need for a holistic approach to well-being. Charles Darwin, whose life's work forever altered the course of scientific thought, faced his final days in April 1882. After years of battling various health issues, which many speculate were exacerbated by the stress of his groundbreaking work and the controversies it ignited, Darwin's condition worsened. On April 19, 1882, at his beloved home, Down House in Kent, England, Darwin passed away at the age of 73. Surrounded by his devoted family, the end came quietly for the man who had sparked one of the loudest debates in scientific and religious circles. The news of Darwin's death reverberated through the global community, transcending the boundaries of science. Despite the divisiveness of his theories, the respect for his contributions to biology and his relentless pursuit of knowledge was unanimous. The scientific community mourned the loss of a pioneer, while even those who opposed his ideas recognized the magnitude of his passing. In recognition of his monumental contributions to science and humanity, Darwin was honored with a burial at Westminster Abbey, an honor reserved for Britain's most esteemed figures. On April 26, 1882, a week after his passing, Darwin was laid to rest near other scientific luminaries, such as Sir Isaac Newton, symbolizing his towering stature in the pantheon of great scientists. The funeral was attended by family, friends, scientists, and representatives from societies and institutions across the nation, reflecting the wide-reaching impact of his work. The question of whether Darwin's death could have been prevented lingers. with some historians speculating that the stress of his work and the backlash it received contributed to his health issues. However, given the medical understanding and practices of the time, it is likely that even with today's medical advancements, managing his chronic conditions would have been challenging. Darwin's death marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of a new chapter in the understanding of life on Earth. His theories continued to spark debate, research, and discovery, laying the groundwork for the fields of genetics, evolutionary biology, and many others. Memorials and celebrations of his life and work have taken various forms, from the establishment of Darwin Day, celebrated globally on his birthday, February 12th, to numerous educational institutions, awards, and scholarships named in his honor. Museums and academic institutions around the world continue to curate exhibitions and programs dedicated to Darwin's legacy, ensuring that his contributions to science are not only remembered, but continue to inspire curiosity and discovery. Charles Darwin's final days were a quiet close to a life that roared with intellectual bravery and scientific achievement. His death was a moment of reflection for a world forever changed by his work. In the years following his passing, the global community has come to recognize the depth of his contributions, celebrating the life of a man who dared to question the very foundations of our understanding of life. Darwin's legacy is not just in the theories he proposed, but in the spirit of inquiry and the pursuit of knowledge that he embodied, a legacy that continues to enlighten and inspire.